Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's the morning after the Johnny Depp Amber Heard verdict that shocked a lot of people, myself included. I did not think that he would be able to win a defamation case because they're very, very hard to prove. Now, we've said before that we believe Johnny Depp actually had a case, but again, just historically, these sorts of things, defamation, very hard to prove.
And on all counts.
On all counts, unanimously. It was pretty incredible.
He already won the public opinion, which we already said, which is why the media is having a meltdown on what this video is about. But, it's really, really, really hard to prove that. And they keep going, well, Amber won too. And yeah, I guess she won some things against his lawyer's comments.
Yeah.
But if she won, why is she appealing?
They knocked a couple $1 million off because his lawyer said some stuff. And but in the overall scheme of things, Johnny Depp had a massive, massive win. The media can't stand it. This is becoming another political lightning rod.
Even though it has something to do with politics?
No, but they're making it about politics. We'll talk about that. But it's becoming another GamerGate type situation.
Which they're using, by the way.
We've got those personalities, including Anita Sarkeesian, chiming in and being like, this is like GamerGate all over again.
And they're pissed because they're losing control. And the public at large is siding with Johnny Depp because they had access to the evidence. It wasn't just filtered through the media. It was not easily controlled. And then the people are mad. Well, we know that you said that someone's going to do a hit piece on Tug.
Yeah,
And people like on TikTok and stuff that were making videos because they wrongfully think that had something to do with the verdict. The verdict had nothing to do with that. Those people weren't even exposed to those things. They're mad at the center of it. They're mad because public opinion went that way. Here's the thing. Public opinion went that way because people already believed that. They only shared the TikToks because they thought she was full of shit too. No pun intended. Clearly she emptied that shit. But they were sharing it because they don't believe her either. It had nothing to do with the TikTok people or Tug.
I saw a lot of people that were sitting on the fence, throughout the course of this trial as more and more evidence came out. As she lied on the stand, more and more people switched sides and they started supporting Johnny Depp. Because, again, you're told to believe all victims that come forward, even if their claims aren't credible. And you don't want to dismiss anyone because you don't want them to...
Oh, if they're women.
Yeah.
You could dismiss men all the heck you wanted. And this is a case of where a man was abused and he won.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. And we're just getting started. This is going to be weeks, months, and years of this trial being used as a rallying cry for people to demonize, YouTubers and, right-wingers and all. We know the drill. This is going to become the new GamerGate. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like they're already calling it that. It has nothing to do with GamerGate. It's stupid. And at the heart of it, it's the media having a fucking meltdown. It's the people that are like, oh, I'm an influencer having a fucking meltdown because they didn't get to control the narrative like they're used to doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what this is all about. And that's what GamerGate at the end of it, at the root of it was actually about, was the gaming journalist trying to control the narrative. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Almost 269,000 subs. We're like 20 away or something like that. Thank you so much for the support. We have talked about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. We're not a Johnny Depp Amber Heard channel, but this is a huge pop culture war moment. Unfortunately, we're using this situation and dragging out victims of sexual abuse and all that into the pop culture wars. But just like everything else, the media is going to find something, latch onto it,
right,
and use it.
And they're basically like, oh, because they get a new PR person, and all of a sudden the media who was kind of going on Johnny Depp's side is suddenly all taking Amber Heard's side. Did you notice the switch after the new PR person showed up?
Yes, I did. And that was by design. So just casually look at some of these headlines here.
Well, these aren't all recent.
No, these aren't all recent, but I pulled some up that were weird. Here we have today, Amber Heard's attorney says the actor was demonized in Johnny Depp defamation trial by social media.
Oh, yeah, but that was because of the evidence. The evidence was damning. Wait to see some of the comments in some of these.
Yeah, we'll go to Twitter. There's some comments. Rolling Stone, which used to be about rock and roll music. Used to be about the music industry, now is getting weirdly political. We have men always win, survivors are sickened by the Amber Heard verdict.
Actually, that's not true. A lot of them are like, you know, they thought Johnny Depp was a victim.
We're going to get there. Yeah, we've got some comments pulled up. The Guardian, the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial was an orgy of misogyny.
Oh, quick, label her a misogynist. Shocker. And then people are like, oh my God, they're trying to do this. And it's like, yeah, this is what they've been doing. This is not new.
Now it's become a right-wing rallying point, according again to Rolling Stone, which used to be all about music. And Johnny Depp, who is a musician, has been in Rolling Stone many times. It isn't hard to understand why Donald Trump Jr. and other right-wing figures are now standing behind the actor who once joked about shooting Trump.
Right, because, you know, oh, you mean like he's not a Republican?
Yeah, that's the thing. This is what fries these people's circuits, is sometimes, you know, they support people that aren't on the right, or in some cases,
it's almost like politics isn't everything about everybody's day, unlike them.
This is going to be another one of those things where, and unfortunately we've seen many of them, it's going to be like, are you a Johnny supporter or an Amber supporter? And if you support Johnny, you're a right-wing Nazi.
You know, at this point, I think if people should stop subscribing to Rolling Stone.
Yeah, well, I did, actually.
Here's the comments, okay? You know, and then they're like, oh, here we go. And they're putting this down here. And then they're talking about some stuff. Not everything's about politics.
Yeah.
How did this become political? I mean, she's certifiable. Should we be on her side because believe all women? You know, and it's going on about that. There's applauding her one mind. How admirable. But they're trying to say that if you agreed, it's because you like Trump. We didn't vote for Trump. But what do you think Johnny Depp's?
I guarantee you Johnny Depp did not
innocent.
vote for Trump either.
And this is not a political issue. They're
No.
like, these fucking nutters. And I'm not sorry, Mom. I'm not. These nutters cannot do anything without trying to conflate. They're trying to use every trick they have in their book. Hurry, tell people they're terrible people, they're istophobes. Tell them they're Republicans if they don't side with Amber Heard. That's how desperate these nut jobs are. The public at large, one, isn't going to see Rolling Stone, isn't going to see their posts on Twitter, isn't going to see this stuff. And they're like, they just watched the actual court case, watched the actual evidence.
Mm.
And they made their opinion based on that. And that it's pissing these people off because that's their job to tell you what to think. Their job to tell you who to hate.
Well, that's the thing too. And according to Tug, I was reading some of his tweets, and this journalist, I think she's with NBC, Kat something, I don't forget her name. Anyway, but she was talking about how social media is swaying opinion on Johnny Depp.
Yeah, because she's mad because she thinks that's her job.
She basically said that. It was a Freudian slip. She said something to the effect of, people's opinions were swayed by YouTube commenters and not by mainstream media. I'm like, no, people's opinions were swayed because they were able to watch the entire trial.
And they were able to see the evidence without you skewing the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. And people are calling out the media now, and they're like losing their shit. It's like, tell all your friends, point out that tweet and show them how they're basically saying they're mad because people listen to other people and not them because they're the media and you're supposed to listen to what they say. I mean, this is how fucking nuts these people are. I'm sorry for using the F word so many times, but I'm really mad about this.
There was an article out there yesterday. I don't have it pulled up, but they were basically like, the Amber Heard loss affects black women the most. I'm like,
right.
She is one of the most entitled white
She's
women
a privileged white woman.
I'm
yes,
like,
I'm sure
on.
that,
She's got like a $10 million house or something.
I'm like, isn't that kind of insulting?
Come on. That is incredibly insulting.
And I'm like, and they thought that, so this is what they're doing. You're a misogynist, and now you're a racist if you don't side with Amber Heard, even though the evidence shows otherwise. Here's the other article. Here's some comments on that. They're like talking about how survivors are sickened. And they're talking about, she's literally on tape admitting to physical abuse. He wasn't perfect, but he never admitted to physical abuse. Saying awful things isn't sexual violence. Here we go. I am male and was subject to domestic violence, yet being a man, nobody believed me. Glad he won. Makes a change for guy to win.
Well, Amber Heard, they have her on tape saying, like, go ahead and tell him, Johnny. Nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to believe you, Johnny.
Men and survivors aren't mutually exclusive. And they go on, and some people even like in the comments, it goes on. Victims are actually in the comments. You go on further. There's a bunch of victims that were speaking out, and they're like, no, we believe Johnny Depp. And then people actually have down in here. I'm not gonna go the way down, but they have down in here. They have they have her quote. They have the quotes she had where she basically admitted to beating him, and no one's gonna believe you, and everything else. And the evidence was there. I'm sorry. Do I think that Johnny Depp's perfect? No. But do I think he's the one that was going around beating shit out of people? No. She's clearly the one who was abusing him verbally, physically.
And it wasn't just him. That was the thing, too, that also hurt her case was her previous girlfriend. She got into a physical altercation with her, too. So this is a pattern with her.
Right.
Whereas with Johnny Depp, you have a lot of his exes coming out and saying, hey, you know, no.
That's not how he's like at all.
Him, you know. So even Winona Ryder, who I guarantee you didn't vote for Trump either, was defending Johnny Depp.
Right. And Johnny Depp apparently isn't a Republican either. But now, it's not even about that. It's about control. They're trying desperately. And this isn't even about Amber Heard. This is even more sick because they're using the Amber Heard trial as an excuse. They're using violence and domestic violence as an excuse to try to regain control, because this has proven to the public that, you know, oh shit, the media, they didn't tell the truth. What? Wait, what? I watched the case. That's not what happened. And they're trying to tell me that I'm a terrible person for not agreeing, but that's not true. So now it's not just like some pop culture people that are mad. This is like everyone's seeing this. And that's why the media is trying to hit pieces on the you know, vloggers and Tug and, you know, TikTok people, because they're trying to say that influenced it. It had nothing to do with the verdict.
Well, she's appealing it, of course, but I'm like, I mean, it was like a very short deliberation. It was a unanimous jury. It was a yes on all counts. I mean, it was, you know, she got destroyed. I mean, she didn't. I don't think it had anything to do with YouTube and TikTok.
She's appealing it, so they're going to need a new jury.
Yeah.
Well, let's hurry up and poison the well before we get a new jury.
Yeah. Like, oh, she got,
This is all about control. And this is all about lies and narrative. And honestly, I would argue, especially if you're an outlet like NBC or, you know, ABC or any of these major outlets that people actually, you know, watch, I would recommend you not go there. Because people are already like questioning the media now. And if you start going there, they're going to question your credibility even further. So I would recommend highly, if you're thinking about doing this, don't. Because you're just going to look really, really dumb, and people are already questioning you. Now they're going to question you more. It would be complete stupidity to do it right now.
Yeah. And people have said as much. They've come out and said, well, I guess the counter argument here from illustrious GamerGate personality Anita Sarkeesian is because a rich white woman couldn't win, what chance do other people have?
The woman didn't win because she lied.
She lied.
And it was proven. It had nothing to do with, if she was an actual abuse victim and had the evidence of it, she probably would have won. But she wasn't. That's the point.
Now, here's the thing. The jury saw the evidence. I think the jury would have come to the same conclusion regardless of whether or not it had been televised, right?
But the thing is, the jury wasn't influenced by that.
No, because they're not allowed.
So,
but I think that even if Johnny Depp didn't win, he would have won. He would have won. Had this been hidden from the public view, I think the journos would have run with like, oh my God, Amber Heard was crying on the stand. Here's a really dramatic painting of her crying on the stand. And Johnny Depp he's so cold and calculating, and she's just wailing, and it's so awful.
They even went as far as to take pictures and put tears and stuff on her face in the images. They had images in court in the trial that showed the pictures they used, like in the place that they ran the one article, where they literally ran it and had experts testify, which is easy to prove. I mean, the files change through software to make her bruises look like they're way darker, and you can just see everything's pixelated. It was edited. They literally manufactured their own evidence. Okay.
Well, I think in that regard, this is going to be very similar to Gamergate in that the credibility of the media is going to be fractured, and they're not going to recover from it, because Gamergate was, and you can think about whatever. I mean, it was an unpleasant situation for everybody involved. We were not involved.
But contrary to popular opinion, we had nothing to do with Gamergate.
Doing some research on it, objective research, it was unpleasant for everybody involved. But what happened was Gamergate exposed pop culture media outlets as being on the take from shocker from studios, and there being a lot of favors. It's
still going on,
and blacklisting, and it basically just ripped the mask off. And I think the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial is going to rip the mask off of larger mainstream media outlets, and that people are going to see through this, because after Gamergate, it became all like gamers are bad. It was revenge, and you saw it like in the New York Times, like gamers are bad, and Fortnite's going to make people be Nazis. Articles.
They keep trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
And the people who are trying to bring it back all the time are people like Anita Sarkeesian because she wants attention.
Yeah.
The other people that keep trying to bring this back, like everybody else moved on from that like long time ago. No one else cares, but they're trying to make movies. They're trying to cash in on it, make movies
Cash
now.
in on it.
I'm like, wait, I thought there was victims here. Why are you trying to use victimization to cash in on movies? That's kind of gross. And then every time we turn around, these people that, especially like people that were like big people, you know, speaking out in it, keep finding ways to make it about that again, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with it. Because they're like, you know, like me, it's like, yeah, we, you know what? And counterpoint, because we point out the media lies, we get death threats and shit all the time. And some of our biggest people that are stalking us are ex-journos or current journos who are pissed about people listening to us and not them.
Yeah.
So, you know, for all her, well, I get gaslit and hate and this. So do we all the time.
Yeah.
I guess we're even. So, you know, find another point to try to make. I'm not just saying this person in particular, but just in general.
Yeah, and it's going to go on for months and years. And even after everybody moves on, they're going to bring it up again. It's like, you know, there's going to be some other outrage about something, like just like how those awful YouTubers and TikTokers treated Amber Heard. It's just like that. They're all alt-right Nazis using TikTok and making funny memes.
Well, if they're trying to say it's because, you know, I say believe victims, you know? I mean, especially, let's even phrase that better. Believe the evidence of victims.
I think every allegation warrants investigation.
Yes.
And then you believe the evidence.
Exactly. And the thing is, because we know for a fact that people make shit up.
Yeah.
We've seen it like not far from here that there was some kid back, you know, when all this stuff was going on with the Me Too stuff, these girls made accusations against him because they didn't like him. He got thrown to juvie, he lost his job, all this other shit happened. And then the girls like later admitted, oh, we made that up. And you know what? Or at least at the time, nothing happened to them for lying. And this kid lost like everything because they believed them automatically without evidence because they were girls. And that the problem is it's dangerous. This is so dangerous to do that because then when girls really do get abused, people aren't going to believe them because of stuff like this.
I mean, there's a freaking one of those popular anime series of the last couple of years. The plot is literally that.
Yeah. Yes.
Rising of the Shield Hero, false rape allegations against a guy, destroys his life. He finally gets to clear his name at the end. And then season 2 sucks. But,
yeah, it does.
You know, I'm just saying, like, and that was written by a woman.
Right. And the thing is, and there's a lot of victims who were like, I side with Johnny Depp. And because, you know, and there's a lot, and I don't know what they're mad about. Because they're like, but men, well, there's a lot of male victims too. What male victims should never have a say in anything because they have a penis? I'm like, this is stupid. This is absolute stupid. And the misogyny, they're using all that. You're a racist because it's affecting black women. And now it's misogyny. So you're a racist and misogynist. Blah, blah, blah. We all know. We've heard it 100 times before. Next you're going to, oh no, I was going to say next you're going to be alt-right. They already said that too.
They've already said that. Yeah, if you support, so apparently.
It's like laughable.
Apparently Winona Ryder's a Nazi, I guess.
Apparently you deserve a check sheet. That you go down and be like, you know, check. They said racism, yes. They said misogyny, yes. Oh, it's politics, yes. Oh, you're alt-right, yes. I'm like, you can't. It's
Johnny
so
Depp,
predictable.
Johnny Depp, who joked about shooting Trump, is now an alt-right Nazi.
Mm-hmm. Because Donald Trump Jr. sided with him.
I can't. This is going to go on for a long time, guys. This is going to be one of those things that just, and the media will never forget it.
I want to point out too before we wrap it up. Remember the Me Too thing and the Time's Up organization?
Oh, I went down the memory hole.
Right. Remember how they got in trouble because people that actually were supposed to be the recipients of the money were having trouble getting the money but they were having major parties with the money, and then they were connected to the Cuomo thing and all that, and I think they had to restructure. I don't know. They might have gone under by now for all I know, but it was one you know thing after another with them, and that was based on the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
I mean, just believe credible victims, believe the evidence, investigate, then you know see where it goes. But definitely, you said everything warrants investigation.
Everything warrants investigation. Absolutely. You don't want to dismiss anyone out of hand, but that does include men too.
Right.
So, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes.
Okay. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted.
Oh,
she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a
boss, not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like, I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
Better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap this effer up.
Yes.